You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. That is one of the most famous quotes from Charles Buxton, and what my late coach David Pruitt had told me at the beginning of my high school wrestling season, way back then. I'd not put much thought to that quote, besides being a catchy one back then, until I had my first kid and began taking college classes a few years back. A clock, a watch, anything that tells you time, either be the time of day or the time the task has to be started and finished. To me, time is important. My life revolves around a personal time I've set for myself. Therefore, a watch, my Fitbit, is an essential item to have on me most of the time. I'm a busy kind of person. Being active duty and a mother to two under 5, life can be a little overwhelming sometimes. But I always make the time. I just have to. And a lot of you parents can agree to that. I've always been the person who shows up early to an event, meeting, an invitation. Just punctuality overall is just one of my prized characteristics. Especially being a mother to two, I know some of you guys can definitely agree on scheduling everything ahead so you can, get out of the door. Having a watch on me definitely helps on staying on schedule when it comes to tracking my time, either being with the babies at home, running errands, or at work. Especially now that I'm taking classes online, I have to make sure that I set an alarm to remind myself that it's time to do some homework, catch up on some emails from my professors, instead of trying to take a nap. Because naps as an adult is so important nowadays. Like before I go on recording this assignment, I had to make sure to put my son down so I can get started. Now, it seems like I track down my time all the time, but I don't. It seems like it, but there are just a few important times throughout the day that I have to keep my eye on. Schedule that I cannot deviate from on a daily basis. I call it a routine, which I know a lot of you guys have. Well, at least the busybody ones I know. A watch, to me, not only tells me the time, but it also reminds me of my goals. It tells me that everything has a time to it. The day will end and start anew again, and that every hour and day that passes gets me closer to accomplishing a task or a plan. To me, personally, it's getting my bachelor's in paralegal studies. By the time I turn 30, an internal watch I have placed on myself. Going back to that quote by Charles Buxton, you will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. To me, that is very relatable now than it was when my coach had told young Joanna back in the day. Because now as an adult, time is what we are trying to beat, right? A watch is just one of the items that helps me get through the day. Thank you.